Alrighty, Snugzahug here. Today we're going to open something I got for my birthday. It is let's go down here, look at this. It's an Atari Flashback 9 Gold. So, old school Atari look. A couple controllers, a bunch of games, 120 games. What do we got here? They're wireless controllers, 720p HD output. You can save and resume games, you can rewind games. That's pretty interesting. So, I was always an Intellivision guy when I was younger, but, Ataris are all awesome. So we're going to do a quick unboxing on this guy today and give it a quick try. So what do we got for some of the games here real quick? It says Frogger, Space Invader, Pitfall, bunch of other games. We look on the back, and I went looking through this 120 games. Frogger is not listed. There is Frog Pond, though. So I'm not sure if that was a mistype on the front or just what that is. Space Invader is here though. Space Invaders is there. And Pitfall, there's Pitfall 2 right there, as opposed to the original Pitfall. But maybe there's a different named game that is equivalent to the original Pitfall. But anyway, let's pop this open. We got to the bottom here, so I gotta be careful how I open this. There we go. Pop that. Flip it back open. Okay, back open. Let's take a look. Okay, there it is. It's being juggled around a little bit, so it's popped out of its spot. So, definitely smaller than the original. It's got 2 ports for plugging in controllers. I don't know if they sell those as additional accessories or not. So what do we got? On the left is power, start, difficulty on left and right, and then a select button. And presumably you can control and select games there. Underneath there's not much. One in the back here we've got HDMI, so that's its single video output, and it's a USB 5-volt port, micro USB, not USB-C, for the power. There is a controller. This is the AC adapter for it. It is 5-volt, 1 amp outputs for standard micro USB. So you should be able to do something standard. What do we got here? This is HDMI cable. Came with an HDMI cable. That's good. Instruction manual. Have a look at that after. And 2 wireless controllers that each use 2 AAAs. Yeah, AAAs. They're small. So 2 AAAs. So, yeah, AAAs. So yeah, so it's interesting. We'll get batteries for those guys. 2 of those. Let's, what's on the, okay, so that's the top. Your fire button. What do we got here? We got menu, on and off for the wireless controller, the switch down here at the bottom. And then we got select and start and rewind on the controller. Battery at the bottom. So yeah, it's got the look and feel of the originals anyway. Not sure if the sizing is about the same or not. So we'll see how that goes. Put some batteries in this guy. Look at the manual, plug this guy into a TV, and we'll go from there. Quick other thing I did miss on the right-hand side here is an SD card slot. Standard SD, not micro, for doing your save games and things like that. It does say it's optional, but yeah. And then there's a whole instruction on how to pair the controllers. So we'll get everything plugged in, batteries in the controllers, and we'll go through the pairing steps. Do the next step here. The dogs are keeping me company, 2 of them here. Arrow and Nissa. So anyway, first thing we got to do, I've got the long HDMI cable coming out. It comes with a 6-footer from the looks of it, but I wanted to sit back here on the couch instead of having it far up there. I could have it closer because the controllers are wireless. But yeah, so a couple things I did look at. The front controller ports are compatible with the original Ataris, and then they also sell accessories that'll let you do that. And then yeah, the 2 wireless controllers, they are labeled P1 and P2. So we'll kind of get through the process of pairing these guys. Stop there to look at that. Okay, so the first thing is to turn off the controllers. They're off. Both are off. Okay. And the console. Let's make sure the console's off. Where was the power switch on the console? I don't see the Oopsie, don't break it. That would suck. That'd make for a short video. Yeah, so yeah, I guess we'll have to just hit the power button. It's not a switch like on these guys. Okay, so make sure they're off. So then press and hold the fire buttons, and then push and hold the joysticks up for 5 minutes. Until a light, or 5 seconds, and then the light should start to flash on it. Waiting for that. That's not working. Okay, push and hold the fire buttons. And then push and hold the joysticks up for 5 seconds. We should get a light start to flash. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. That does not look like 5 seconds and working. So it does not start to blink. Then it says to turn the controller on. That does not make sense to me. So, fire button, press and hold along with pushing the joystick up. Hold that for a few seconds. While you're doing that, turn on the switch. And then the blue light should start to flash. There we go. Can you see the flashing blue light? Yeah. Don't let go. And then we turn on the console. And eventually, the blue light should go solid. There we go. So there. Now we got paired joysticks. Okay, so I'm in here. I've got both controllers linked. I've got that all selected up. Let's see what a game will look like here. Oh, we'll see later. We've got an HDMI capture card from Elgato that we bought a while ago. We're playing around with streaming, and yeah, might give that a try to see what that all looks like for pulling in the 720p. Could be kind of interesting. Well, so Frogger is there and lit, and Frog Pond as well. So that's interesting because on the back of the box it didn't show the Frogger as a list, but it is here. So let's see what else we got. So 120 games or so. There's Pitfall and Pitfall 2. That's good. I don't know what I want to try here. I'm just going to try one game is all. Some of these I've never played before. Like I said, I used to be an Intellivision kind of guy. So, let's 1 to 2 player. Select button. Use joystick controller. Okay. Press start button to play. Oh, fire is play game from here. Ooh, my. Is this my flying? I gotta tell you, I have no idea what's going on here. I don't know. What's going on? Games 1 and 3 are for one player. Left or right to move each flipper, or up to move both flippers at the same time. Okay, let's give it a try. See what this looks like at 720p. Oh, here we go. There we go. Hey, girl. Yeah, I managed to hit it once. Now, Heather was a big Atari. I messed that one up. Was a big Atari person, so we'll play that again a little bit later when she gets home from work, and we'll see how it goes. And that's okay. How do I get back? Menu to there menu. Okay. Go down to quick game. Takes me back out to the description for the game we're playing, and then menu to go back to the main menu. Yeah. Oh yeah, so there's ones that I'll want to try. I mean, things like Wizard or things that would probably interest me. I'll have to see what Tutankhamun is. Tempest. So yeah, and the Sword Quest games. I'm interested in role-playing games and things like that. So, yeah, should be interesting. So anyway, there were some weird tweaks and stuff that we ran into. Come on back here. Yeah, so we did run into some weird tweaks. Definitely need full batteries when you're setting up your controllers, at least especially for the first time. The instructions are not the clearest on how to pair the controllers the first time. So you press the fire button, hold the joystick up, and hold that for a few seconds. The instructions say then the power button should start to flash, so you can start syncing, but that's not the case. You have to turn the power button on the controller first, wait a few more seconds again, and then it will start to flash. And once it's starting to flash, you can let go of the buttons, that's fine, from what I've checked. And then you turn on the actual game console. Once you turn on the actual game console, you wait a little bit, the blinking blue light becomes a solid blue light, and you're paired. I did have to pair P1 a couple times. It looked like it had paired, but it wouldn't move the stuff around the screen. But after the second pairing, it worked properly. So I don't know if I happened to get these sequenced in correctly, because I ended up pairing P2 first, because apparently my batteries were dead for the ones that I put in P1. I thought they were fresh batteries, but apparently not. Or they died in the drawer where I keep all my batteries. But anyway, so it's interesting. I'm not extremely familiar with the games. It does seem to work fairly well. It is 720p, not 1080p. I haven't tried saving games or anything like that yet, so I might do a refresher video later. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.